Hello, people. Today on Unplayed, we have a stupid full screen game. So, let me see if this works. Is it going to pick up? It is, but it's gonna be off-center. So let us escape. And, whoop. That, we want this. Okay. Alright. Well, now that we're kind of set up here, apologies for being late. I did not remember that I had not installed this game. I should have clicked install on it when I was in the shower. I forgot I hadn't already installed it, and it took like 20 minutes, because it's a big game. This is Life is Strange. I should actually leave my Twitch app up because I cannot see chat otherwise. I got this game as a gift, I'm pretty sure. I think perhaps one of the viewers gifted it to me? He had an extra Steam key and gave it to me? And I'm pretty sure that happened years ago. And I was like, well, I'll eventually get to the L's in the Unplayed series, and we're finally here. So the title was actually meant to refer to the fact that this was given to me a long time ago, and then I'm finally playing it. Not that it took that long to install, but it kind of ends up being a double meaning, right? Let's just jump in. Open options. Settings. Video settings. Can I do advanced video, can I do non-full screen? Y'all know I hate full screen. Okay. So now, this. There, that's fine, right? Now I don't have to keep the Twitch app open because I can see chat. Hooray! We'll assume everything else is fine, I guess. Language and subtitle setting. Subtitles is already on, yes. Good. Alright. Let's get into it. New game. Life is Strange is a story-based game that features player choice. The consequences of all of your in-game actions and decisions will impact the past, present, and future. Choose wisely. Well, that is a comma splice to begin with, so... Thought this was like a very well done game or whatever, but... Turn that down a tad. Hello, Blurneco. It's going okay. Oh, are we gonna be... Can we skip? I cannot skip. We are forced to endure the flashies. It is going okay.
Where am I? What's happening? I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
WSD? Arrow keys? Okay. Cool. We could have less lightning. That would be good. That is not great. I don't want to.
Holy shit.
It's a twister.
That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though.
Okay, it's
I could frame
literally
any
not
movie in a
allowing me to
dark corner
click on that thing, so
and
I
capture
don't
a
know
moment
if
of
that's what it
desperation.
wants me to do, or
And any one of you could do
I
that to
cannot
me.
go outside this radius with the mouse.
Isn't that too easy? Too obvious?
Hold the left button, drag towards look,
What
and
if
release
Arbus
the
chose
left
to
mouse
capture
to...
people at the height of their beauty or innocence?
That's what I'm doing.
She had a brilliant eye. So, she could have taken another approach.
Or drag
have to
towards
admit,
look.
I'm not a
Oh!
big fan of.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
You drag toward the word, not the thing that she's looking at.
Her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured
I
the
can't
essence
believe
of
I still have this
post-war
pencil
America.
case. I
And
should
there was
upgrade to the
honesty about
21st
economic
century.
conditions of the era,
But I like
or
it
the
old
beauty in
school.
the struggle. You don't
I
have
haven't kept
beauty
up with
without
my
beauty.
journal as much as I should.
Which explains why Frank was Kerouac.
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
It's an odd UI choice. Well, now that I understand that it's a menu with more than one thing, it might be designed for controllers, yeah. Well, and I think, if it had started me with the journal, which had a look and a read option, I would have gotten it was a menu. But that was not initially clear with just the one choice. October 1st. October, my favorite month, the best weather of the year. I love watching the leaves change color, turning into tiny flames. But it's still too damn hot, thanks global warming, and I can't bust out the big coats and sweaters or scary movies yet. Soon. Kate let me borrow The October Country by Ray Bradbury. I haven't read much by him, which caused Warren to almost revoke my geek cred before I held up my copy of Battle Royale, but he nails the autumn atmosphere of small towns. The last time I wore a Halloween costume was with Chloe. I have pictures in one of my old albums. I should find a real Halloween party to crash so that I can experience some social mingling. It's that or a Vortex Club Stroke Fest swimming party. Or is that Backstroke Fest? You're so punny, Max. At least I'm trying to climb out of my cocoon. I shouldn't expect my life to completely change after a few weeks of Blackwell Academy. As my parents love telling me on a loop, you have all the time in the world. September 30th. I don't know whether I love it or hate it here. I'm trying to keep up with my science class of all things. Like I give a shit or even understand it. Good thing I know Warren. Too bad I can't clone him to take my place in class. Ms. Grant is much cooler than the class. She explains particle physics so even boneheads like me can kinda understand. I love how she relates society to science and vice versa. I can tell she's committed and passionate about life. Unlike some of us in her class, but I'm trying to engage more, even if it means asking actual questions in class instead of hiding in the back. I'm just glad I'm not the only social misfit here. Now, how much homework are you avoiding? September 23rd, happy 18th birthday. Finally had a chance to take some actual shots around campus today. A perfect blue sky day. I always forget how great I feel after I take pictures when I've been slacking off. Speaking of pictures, Mr. Jefferson told us about National Everyday Heroes photo contest he wants us all to enter. The winner gets a trip to San Francisco and lots of publicity. He wants just one photograph from each student. This is exactly why I wanted to come to Blackwell, and of course I'm scared shitless to enter. At least I have a couple of weeks before the deadline in October, so I have plenty of time to stress and procrastinate. Sigh. September 15th. Homework is kicking my ass. I bet the teachers grade harder just to stop you from feeling special. But Victoria Chase and her snob minions still front like they're honored guests of Blackwell. The bros here aren't that different. Nathan Prescott is Victoria's male clone with way more money and attitude, if that's possible. His family is the oldest in Arcadia Bay, and I heard stories about them when I was a kid. The Prescotts give a shitload of bank to Blackwell. So Nathan acts like he literally owns the school. Yesterday during class, he put his feet on the desk, started texting, and the teacher didn't say jack. I would get suspended, but him and Victoria are part of the silly elite Vortex Club that puts on popular parties, and so they get their way. It's good to be the king and queen. I don't want to slam everybody. I do like Kate Marsh, and she's down the hall and in one of my classes. She's so pretty and sweet and friendly. It makes her more beautiful than the biatches here like Victoria, who think beauty is just your face and outfit. See, I'm already playing their drama games. No more. September 4th. I have an assload of homework already, so much bullshit. At least give us noobs a day to acclimate, but to prove I'm not a total loser, I made a new friend in my science class. His name is Warren Graham. He's a serious geek, plus he's dark and witty. He comes across as kind of a know-it-all, but it turns out he does kind of know a lot. We talk about photographers, and he actually named a few I'd never heard of. We traded numbers, and he'll be a good study partner, or a good friend. I'll need at least one based on the click actions here. Based on the click action here. I thought being 18 meant I didn't have to deal with this teenage drama anymore. I thought. At least I get to research famous photographers for some of my homework. Mr. Jefferson assigned us a ton of reading, but this is exactly what I want to study. Jefferson is super cool and super chill. He doesn't try to be too hip, just says what he thinks and expects us to as well. I think he's a genius. OMG, I want to marry him. Just joking. This one class is worth all the social dysfunction. September 3rd. Blackwell sucks ass. I told myself not to whine so soon, but damn, the day started like Christmas morning. I barely had any dreams because I was so pumped to start my first official day of my new life. Like a dork, I couldn't figure out what to wear, so I chose what was on the floor. I'm no good with names and faces right away, but I picked up some like Kate Brooke, Kate Taylor, Alyssa, and how could I forget Victoria Chase, rich, stylish, entitled. I could feel instant judgment when she looked at my raggedy ass clothes, as if I am at Blackwell to strike fashion poses. Maybe I'm being extra crispy sensitive, but I think Victoria wants life to be her own reality show. Ugh. So that wasn't fun, along with my general social unease. I thought it would be easier being back. Called it the Wambulance. I don't want this day to end all woe with Max. It was incredible to walk across the green campus in the morning mist. I love the stone steps and brick walls of Blackwell. Everything is a picture waiting to be taken. Speaking of, at least one great thing happened today. Mr. Jefferson's photography class. Sigh. There's more to tell, but journal, forgive me. I'm truly wiped out. September 2. My first entry from my new dorm room the night before my first day at Blackwell. Ooh, it's a boarding school, it sounds like. Ooh, I haven't had any time to write or even take pictures since I got here. My shit is in boxes all over the room, which is small, but mine, and I never want to leave. I can't wait to decorate. I plan a whole wall of photos. I did meet some of my dorm mates. Oh, is this college? I was assuming it was high school, but it could be college. Right? And she's 18. Because if she's 18, you think it is high school? All right. I did meet some of my dorm mates. I suck at remembering names, so I won't bother right now, but I think I can already see who's going to be cool to me and who's not. It's a bitch trying to get into a new school and social scene after I finally found good friends in Seattle, but I'm here now, and this is the start of my new life. Sweet dreams. Shit is crazy with a K here. I didn't realize how much crap I had to pack until I had to pack all my crap. Mom and Dad are getting a little too excited I'm clearing out my room, though I caught Mom crying when she was packing my shirts. That made me want to cry like a little girl, never leave Seattle, so instead of packing, I feel like burning up all my clothes and just raiding a thrift store to build up a new Max wardrobe over my junior year. Not that I even have an old Max wardrobe. Okay, so she's 18, but she's starting her junior year of high school? Or maybe she just turned 18 during the school year. That's still late. She's delayed. Either way, she's not the right age for what grade she should be in. Nobody will know except for Chloe and Who knows how different we are now, so I can cut my hair, get a tat, some piercings, maybe date a cute foreign exchange artiste from Paris or Rome. I can do anything, unless I get busted. And there will be so many super cool chances for my photography to get exposed. Thinking about that is when I get scared, but excited. And then I don't feel like crying at all. I get tingles down my arms, sensing the universe opening up for me. I can't wait to leave. I just want things to be different at Blackwell. August 18th, so this is it. I'm leaving Seattle to go back to Arcadia Bay. Usually people go to the high school closest home. I suppose I am too. I just haven't lived there for 5 years. Out of all the best photography programs in the world, I chose to go to the smallest, back in the town I was excited about leaving. Maybe I wanted to come back all along, just to see if Chloe and I are even still friends, but I do wish Chloe could have moved with us to Seattle. That city was made for her. When we would play pirates in our rooms, and in the woods, it seemed like Seattle was that fabled faraway island of treasure and adventure we were always seeking, with coffee shops. But Seattle wasn't like a fable. Au contraire, now Blackwell Academy seems more exotic to me than any other place in the world. To study photography under Mark Jefferson. Sigh. Insert hearts and flowers. Plus there will be cool, diverse students from everywhere. It won't be like my high school now. I never really found a groove with my classmates, or boys. I'm lucky I have a couple friends out here, but it's time to ship out. So maybe Arcadia Bay will actually turn out to be the island of treasure and adventure I've been looking for. From July. I got accepted into Blackwell Academy. If words could dance, this would be a rave, even though I've never been to one. But who cares, because I got into Blackwell Academy. I didn't think I'd be so excited since it's not like I didn't used to live in the same town, but when I saw the text from Blackwell Scholarship Office, I could literally feel my pulse speed up. I thought it was going to say, sorry, thanks for playing. It took me a few seconds before I read the whole thing. I guess I wanted to enjoy that last moment of blissful ignorance. And when I saw the first word, congratulations, I think I screamed. My mom cried, my dad laughed. They're so weird, but they're happy, and that means extra financial support because they don't have to pay anything to Blackwell. This means new clothes, and if I can work it, a new laptop. Oh, and I have to keep telling myself in caps that I am going to Blackwell Academy. All right. So that's the journal. That's page 1 of 8. So it sounds like they're in Oregon. This is me. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign. Even if they act immature, everybody at Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. Okay, so they are seniors. Hi, Devils. Yeah, I'm playing Life is Strange, indeed. So I guess it's a high school, but only for seniors? This shall be interesting. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. But she's been extra introverted quiet and introverted the past couple weeks. So looks like she's in zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I can barely help myself. I wonder if all that bullying has worn her down. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often, maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch R-rated films. No, it is a regular high school? But it says everybody at Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. But maybe she just means everybody I know. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwell Academy, and a total bitch. And I hate saying that, I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so fucking mean. 18-year-olds at a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars, not reality show contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals, I wish her parents could see her in action. They cut off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give a shit. The odd thing is, she does know art and photography. She can even say all the French names that break my tongue. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious I'm embarrassed for her. She does everything but sit in his lap. He keeps his distance, though. We can all tell she's trying to win the Everyday Heroes contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce. Ha. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be a part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was always drawn to old analog camera gear rather than digital tech. I love all kinds and styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm in great company, right? And now I've come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwell Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors. 12th grade seniors only. It is not a regular high school. On a scholarship, even. I originally left behind Chloe, my best friend forever, at least until I left without talking to her once in 5 years, and it feels so weird to be back here without seeing her yet. So I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise or mature, and I'm ready to begin a whole new life here with retro camera at my side. Say cheese. They seem to be really, really hammering home the fact that she is 18, even though, as a high school senior, generally you wouldn't be 18 until you actually were, like, in the middle of the school year. I'm guessing there must be sex in this game. And so they're, like, trying to hammer home the fact that she's of age. Because they've said it, like, a weird number of times. Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he is also my teacher, and one of the reasons I want to come to Blackwell. How often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all of his incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. He is pretty hip for his age, but kind of aloof and sometimes pretentious. He has this smug smile when he thinks he is right. But I do think he's preparing us for how tough it is to be a full-time artist. He acts like he understands my own work and an obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo in this Everyday Heroes contest, but I've done a good job of avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to represent Blackwell Academy and get national exposure. I'd like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. Okay, so that's all the people. Episode. Files. Text messages. Said, maybe I'm right. Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still our little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. September 21. I guess that's not, like, unheard of. She's just, like, near the cutoff. How do I back out of this? There we go. Hey, Max, you around? Always. You okay? Do you want to get tea later today? Absolutely. I'll be free after 4. Talk to you later. Yeah, there's no easy way to back out of that. Or if not about sex, something about minors that would change the rating or regulations of the game. Yeah, for sure. Happy birthday, Maxine. Can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. XO. Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need an excuse not to study. Please. Make sure you check Necromantique on my flash drive. Mwahaha. Hey, Max, let's bust shit up. Wait, I have to study for a physics test, so if you bust anything, we also have to measure its velocity. Don't ignore this message. Okay, so clearly Warren is into me more than I'm into him, because I'm not messaging him back at all. That's kind of sad. I guess I will go back.
News, and both were the great chroniclers of the 1950s. Well, we've all
I do
seen
love my
that
analog
iconic
camera.
shot of Kerouac on the
I should take a quick picture
If you
now.
haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig? Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
Life is
Of
indeed
course,
strange.
as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
Even if you're submitting your photo for the competition,
Huh,
everybody
this might make a cool shot.
So, you see the dilemma?
I know, Mr. Jefferson. I just worked so hard in the shot, and I'm sure you know what it's like to be consumed by your work. I just really think Everyday Heroes is an important cultural event.
I took an optional photo number 1 in episode
Just by
Chrysalis.
participating, by putting yourself out there in the world. Now, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger
Picture.
road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process.
You can never escape the lighthouse here.
Okay.
But I also want everybody to know that this photographic world is not for everybody. I had my moment in the camera op.
Even in pictures, the forest around here always looks mysterious.
Everybody should
Oh,
have that
totally.
chance.
I only want to share whatever gifts I have with the world.
Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV for a class monitor. Can't...
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
Okay, but you were talking to the other girl, so...
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
I feel like I'm having a hard time relating to Max at all. Like, if she loves photography so much, why wouldn't she want to submit the picture? It'd be one thing if she was insecure about her photos, but it sounds like she thinks
Mr. Jefferson really
that
expects me to enter.
her pictures are good.
Why? I don't know if I'm ready for my 15 minutes of infamy.
Why not? You're afraid to go someplace on her own? I don't... I'm gonna open the door, though.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to. You
Welcome
always
to the real world.
Just cute.
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
Because Max wants everybody to see how hip she is.
I'm not paying
She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class. It's so fucking boring.
She's so fucking shy. She takes selfies with this giant camera.
Credits? So don't have to be afraid of being judged. The spotlight itself can be spooky, I guess. Yeah, I just remember when I was that age, like, entering writing contests and stuff like that, and I'd constantly get rejected, and it was fine. Alyssa and Evan are in their phones. Locker.
I love that picture of Mom and Dad. Hello, Jack. Kiss, kiss. Andy, you look totally fabulous, as usual.
A good example of this was the singer Adele. She herself enjoyed songwriting and singing, but for a long time she wasn't really confident being center stage. She hired actresses to lip sync for her. A surprising number of people are afraid of rejection. I mean, I'm afraid of rejection of, like, people, but I guess maybe not so much of, like, work. Like, I've definitely had not showing my work because I think it's bad. Left mouse button to go to the main campus. I don't know if that's where I want to go. I want to go to the bathroom, she said. Map, look.
How many students ever actually memorize all this shit?
Oh, cool. So
I
you
guess
don't
they
actually get a
shoot
map.
these days.
Alright. Game is lowering itself in my esteem. Less rejection, more the stage fright. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I did... Well, there's the men's room. Is the girls' room? Yeah! This is what we're looking for. Ooh, drama club.
I cry sometimes, walking around my own place.
Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown. Except for me.
Well, why you gonna have a meltdown? Sink. Mirror. Poster. Do I have to be closer? Use.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift.
I'm looking at your old school bathroom. Why?
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that. Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
Boy entering the girls' room?
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this, bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was. These pieces of time can frame us in
I already heard this lecture.
from light to shadow. From
Okay,
color
so we're
Now
time
Kate is
slipping?
being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now,
Shit!
can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Bueller?
Diane,
Can I
Arbus.
actually reverse time?
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
The
Because of her
right mouse
image of-
button to rewind.
I did
Now,
it.
Can you give
I
me
actually
an example
did
of a photographer who perfectly
I'm a
captured the
human
human
time
condition in black
machine.
and white? Anybody? Bueller?
Max, don't freak out. Not yet.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Surprised how well I'm
Because of
holding
the
up with
keep it
this
together,
blur.
Max.
Dude, there was
I
a
feel like
there
totally
was
haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and
When I
children.
took my
there was
selfie,
a
Jefferson asked me a
the
question.
opening scene had freaking
If he
lightning.
does
That was
again,
terrible.
I'll know this is for real.
Fortunately, it was very short.
Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye, so she could have taken another approach.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat America.
So I need
There was
to
honesty about the economic
apparently
conditions of the era, but a beauty in the
listen to
struggle.
all this again?
You don't have
Still the
beauty
same
without a
stupid
beauty.
picture.
Which
So
explains why
everything
Frank
seems the
was
same as
Kerouac's
before.
photographic muse. And both were the great chroniclers.
Wowzer, my old broken camera is new again.
We've all seen that iconic
gonna
shot
wait.
of Kerouac on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of
See
the
if I can
20th
change things
century
by not
Earth.
taking a selfie of myself.
You dig? Now, contrast Frank's stark Americana with Salvador Dali's surrealist photographs. Like Cocteau, he was a true Renaissance man, and his famous self-portraits are famous early examples of that truly awful word you pesky kids love so much. The selfie. And it's a great tradition, and I wholeheartedly fight for your right to self-expression.
So he still comes around
or
to talking about
selfie
selfies.
expression. Sorry, I know. So if anybody wants to question the portrait as modern narcissism, they could go back hundreds of years to blame society. Speaking of questions, I bet you thought I'd talk all the way until the bell rang.
I know the answer to the
It's your
question
turn
he's
to
going to
lecture
ask.
us. Now, based on the chapters I have no doubt you all memorized, who can tell me the name of the actual process that led to the birth of the self-portrait? Anybody? This does not bode well. Just jump right in with an answer. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition.
Trying to make him call on me.
As a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming
Of course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was not
can
the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead yet?
I couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I
as
need to go to the bathroom
long as it's
quickly
been
and
around.
check it out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I'm sorry. I feel sick. May I be excused?
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I
who
need time to
created
save that girl.
daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind
The
again
Daguerrean process
and give him the right
brought out
answer?
fine detail in people.
Whoa. What?
Victoria.
What?
The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s.
Did I learn
on.
it?
The first American daguerreotype.
There's
Hold the
only
right-
one way
oh.
around this.
Okay. Hold shift to rewind faster. Okay.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So
Okay, so I just need to give him my photo real quick so that I can go to the
For
bathroom.
your entry too. And yes, Max.
But we'll see if she'll
pretending not to
be
see.
able to do that.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Yes, Victoria, you still have to do your homework this week. Even if
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm not avoiding, just...
Biding time? Waiting for the elusive right moment?
Exactly.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Go on now. Don't let me stop you.
Wait, why do I need to undo?
Yes, Victoria, you still have to do your homework.
Why?
Even if you're
do I
submitting
need
your
to
photo for the
undo?
competition.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I
Maybe I
talk
need to
you
do
for
the
a moment?
other choice?
Excuse you.
I'm
No,
trying
Victoria.
to get her to
Excuse
just
us.
give the
I'd
photo.
never let one of photography's future stars avoid.
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good.
Course
Make sure you
tutorial,
finish
I
working on it
guess.
by today. I have faith in you.
Okay, good. Alright, bye. I'm gonna try to save that girl from being murdered now. Door open.
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please.
That would be
Can't tell
pretty
anybody.
funny
They'll think I'm
out of
crazy.
context. Shift does not seem to actually move me any faster, but sure.
No, I don't tease.
I hate that science class with those nerds.
What's that got?
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Leave them out of this bitch.
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Don't
Come on, put that thing
ever
down!
Tell me what to do.
Wowzer, it's happening again.
People trying to control me.
I need a hammer to break it open.
Hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Oh,
Holy shit, I can't let this happen. If I can reverse time again, I can help her.
I am not affected by the
trying
rewind.
to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody
Hammer.
would ever even miss your punk ass, would they? No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
That did not happen. This cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
Something you do want to point out was that the game was when it came out. This game's from all the way back in 2015, so a bit of the hype for this game is that it's pure nostalgia. Okay. So I guess I'm supposed to leave.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about?
The
You can
genre hadn't
always
been
be
killed
upfront
by the
with
visual
Max.
novel boom yet. Ah, got
Or
it.
have you done something wrong?
And this was arguably one of
Is
the
that it?
first.
Well, Max, talk to me.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened.
Predates a lot of that quality
Mr.
of life
Prescott
stuff
happens
too.
to be from the town's most distinguished family, and one of Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom. So what happened next?
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge. I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it? After what I told you?
We'll continue this discussion later in my office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic drone won't do anything, since the Prescott family owns Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
I won't be able to undo my choices after leaving this area. No, I'm gonna tell the truth. Screw it. I will feel a lot worse if somebody dies because I didn't say anything. Seems like the campus is frickin' empty.
Would Nathan Prescott please come to the front office? Thank you.
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her.
There is a Life of Strange 2, which has a bit more modern quality of life, but you would want to finish this first. It does have a lot of nods back to this game, but is not required to enjoy it. Okay. Missing from Arcadia Bay. Date missing April 22, 2013. 19 years old. 5'5", 110 pounds. Wow, that's pretty skinny. Blonde, hazel. Use call with any information. Meet you in the parking lot. Okay.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Shall go this direction. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Gonna go find the dormitories. Ooh-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. They said it's this way. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da.
Come on, Logan, bring it, brah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Blackwell Academy and stuff.
I need to go to my room and return Warren's flash drive.
A high school, a boarding school high school that is Only for 12th graders. I just don't understand why they didn't make it like an art school. Like an arts college. And maybe that shouldn't be bugging me as much as it is. Is this the way in? I'm confused. Oh, there's another butterfly.
If I told Warren what's going on, would he laugh? You'd think with all the rain here in Oregon, you wouldn't need to water the lawn.
Butterfly flew off.
I guess
was hoping I could take a
Blackwell
picture
has
of
to
it.
keep the lawn and plants well manicured to look good on a catalog.
I guess the thing with me with this is I'm about an hour in. I don't feel super connected to the protagonist. Kinda don't know what we're doing yet. Maybe this is the dorm, like right here? No, but it says dormitories are that way, so I don't think it's this building. Like, I can try, but... Nope. Guessing because the character tropes are very high schoolish, like snobby rich girl jocks, nerds. Okay, but is there that much of a difference between high school seniors and college freshmen? This game was very early on in the genre. They hadn't figured a lot about yet. Okay. It would seem that these are the dormitories. And they are blocking my way. Can I talk to them? Excuse me.
Oh, look, it's Max Caulfield, the selfie hoe of Blackwell. What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your wave hipster bullshit. The Daguerrean process, sir. You could barely even say that. I guess you got your meds filled.
They sort of have to force the tropes because nobody had really done this outside of the one-off bully.
Since you know all the answers, I guess you have to find another way into the dorm. We ain't moving. Oh, wait. Hold that pose. So original. Don't worry, Max. I'll put a vintage filter on it right before I post it all over social medias. Now, why don't you go fuck your selfie?
Oh yes, Victoria. I'll get your bony ass out of my way.
Can I use the bucket and just pour water on them?
I could crank the sprinkler up and give Victoria and her clones incentive to beat it.
It's one of the first ever video games go pretty hard on the cursing. I'm guessing I need to find a tool to crank it.
Nice, bro. No.
There's also paint there. I also feel like the setting appeals to Americans of a certain age. Like, I'm really like, I don't... Like, what is the point? Like, my puzzle is to... Yeah, I'm aware.
Rewind and find something.
The plot does move away from school. This is largely just more tutorial. Okay, but like...
I don't want to mess with that ladder and hurt poor Samuel.
I
just
was
want to
thinking
get
maybe I
Victoria
could
the
climb
hell
the
out of
ladder
way.
to get into the window, but apparently not. Tamper?
I can't grab that. Samuel is way too close. Okay, let's see if this works.
So he's gonna dump paint on them because I messed up the bucket. It'll be a slog like this for several more hours. I likely won't enjoy it if I haven't already. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess let me see if I can do this puzzle initially.
Close, but no cigar. They have to be right under the bucket.
What the hell? Thanks so much for almost ruining my outfit. You're so lucky that didn't fall on us. We'd see your ass so fast.
There's only one way around this. Close, but no cigar. They have to be right under the bucket.
Okay, so do I need to tamper with it again? Yes. And can I move the ladder to the side?
Let's see if this works. I don't want to mess with that ladder and hurt poor Samuel. I just want to get Victoria
Goad
the
them
hell
into
out of the
standing
way.
up?
None shall pass. Capiche?
Look.
Victoria is not getting the hint.
Can I take their stuff? I almost said shit. Can I take their stuff?
Do you understand English? Get lost.
I could crank the sprinkler up and give Victoria and her clones incentive to beat it. Close, but no cigar. They have to be right under the bucket.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. This is just really boring, unfortunately. I think maybe this is like you said, it's a trailblazer in the genre. Just maybe doesn't hold up. It was nice for the asking price, which was free. Yes, for sure. But it is dated, yeah. I appreciate the gift. And I think that, I think, I tend to prefer, it's still free on Steam, nice. I tend to prefer games that if they have point and click, it's more obvious what I can even click on. Let's be real, it's a visual novel. But it's a visual novel stalled by annoying puzzles. Like, you know this about me, about games where the barriers are stupid. Like, oh, I can't hop over this fence even though I could, like, literally step over it because it's this low, but I can't go over it for some reason. This is that. This is, I can literally step around them to get into the dormitory. Like, this whole thing, the premise is absurd, right? The premise is absurd. Calm down, Link. And so that makes it even more frustrating for me when I'm like, okay, the solution is to step around them, rather than the solution is to tamper with the paint bucket and then somehow get them over there so that the paint spills on. Like, it's just, yeah. The game expects a very specific set of actions. What if you trip, Bible Thumb? Think of your poor shins if you're trying to get over the fence. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, if you go look at the store page, view page, it is indeed free. Episode 1 at least is free, and then they have you play episodes 1 through 5. We're going to mock the game, must do it viciously. At least make it mil 20. It's interesting because it has all reviews overwhelmingly positive, but recent reviews are only very positive. So yeah, it does seem like some aspects of it are not standing up to the test of time. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It seems like maybe the nostalgia is what makes people like it more, perhaps. But is cool. I think I will. I don't know. Switch to magic, maybe. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll switch to magic. we're gonna swap over. I shall BRB. Blurn Echo says, like, if you need to do a very specific thing, I'd be happy enough to let it be a visual novel and let the game tell me the specific things. Yeah. And then Super Bass says, your stream title should read, if you're going to force me to time travel, at least give me cool dragons. Yeah. Alright, ad is coming now.